Hey, we're the Book Boys, and today we are on the steps of the William Frantz Elementary School.
Now known as Achille Academy.
This is actually the formerly all-white school that Ruby Bridges integrated in 1960.
Yeah, Ruby arrived here as a first grader. We're gonna go inside, take a little look around, and get some perspective on her life.
We're even gonna visit a classroom where she and her teacher, Mrs. Henry, spent their first year together.
And we will also take a look at the statue that was erected in her honor a few years back.
We hope you enjoy this documentary-style look into Ruby's life.
And we're really excited to feature her autobiography, Through My Eyes, on our blog this week.
Let's take a look inside.
November 14th is a special day that we're observing on the blog this week. It's the anniversary of when Ruby Bridges first integrated to William Frantz Elementary School.
On November 14th, back in 2014, Alistair and myself were here for the unveiling of this statue. We got to hear Ruby Bridges speak.
We also got to hear Barbara Henry speak.
And also meet one of the marshals that escorted her into the school. It was a really moving ceremony, and it was a great privilege to be here for that.
Sounds like quite the experience. And I will say, it's very nice to see this in person for the first time.
Now we're going to check out Miss Barbara Henry and Ruby Bridges' first grade classroom at William Frantz Elementary School, now Achille Academy.
Here we are in the actual classroom where Mrs. Barbara Henry taught Ruby as a first grader.
Mrs. Henry made Ruby's first year much better. Ruby wasn't allowed to go to lunch or recess with the other kids. Mrs. Henry helped Ruby through those times and made her feel more comfortable.
And while Ruby and Mrs. Henry were at work inside the classroom, it was a little tumultuous outside the classroom. People still protested Ruby's integration into William Frantz Elementary School, and the protests were sometimes even violent. However, there were people that also supported Ruby's integration, including First Lady Eleanor Roosevelt and a lot of Ruby's new neighbors back home.
Inside the classroom, Mrs. Henry and Ruby started to fall into a nice routine together. And the classroom that they used is still being used to this day as an 8th grade English classroom.